What's up, everybody? It's the Rogue in Disguise, North American community contributor for World of Warships Blitz. And if this is your first time here or been here for a while, man, make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe, and you turn that bell to all to catch all that we do for World of Warships Blitz. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about Update 6.3, and it's really a full overview of everything that's going to be hitting this new update in 6.3 in World of Warships Blitz. So let's start off with the collection book. It's going to be basically a new tab in your profile. It's going to be able to showcase a whole bunch of stuff that you earned in the game, making yourself look cool to others, basically. And you're going to get some pretty cool rewards for doing that. Which basically, they want you to work on the game a little more now in this particular one. And there's going to be more to it as well as we dive into this. But they're going to do it, what they say is in an immersive and rewarding manner is going to be determined by us if it's actually immersive and rewarding once it hits out. Grand Fleet is another thing they're going to be introducing. Again, it's going to be some type of weird system where you're going to have to do a bunch of stuff in order to collect these rewards or milestones. You're going to have a required set of ships in order to do it, and you need required commanders such as John Delico and David Betty. But basically what it is just pays tribute to the truly remarkable chapter in naval history. It reigns supreme as the most formidable naval force embodying British naval prowess on a global scale. Woo-hoo. All right, so basically you'll get a commander, you'll get a title, and you get a portrait frame. This is one of the things I'm kind of interested about is portrait frames, so I guess they want you to work on your more individuality in the game, I guess, now, which is going to be kind of interesting to make your profiles a little bit more unique from anybody else, I guess. I don't know, something else to spend money on it, in my personal opinion. But, of course, we're going to dive into the next subject, which is the history of battleships. Oh, boy. So, basically, this is another thing that you're going to be doing, all right, and going to be receiving rewards from. Basically, probably another tab in your profile or some type of mission somewhere that's going to be required for you to look up and having to complete a whole bunch of stuff in order to do it. But the required ships, though, are not that bad to get, like Dreadnought, Koenig, Warspite, Nelson, Richelieu, Vanguard, Iowa, and Yamato. All pretty relatively easy to get. Warspite's a little hard. Nelson's a little expensive to get. Dreadnought is rarely seen. Koenig you can get for free. Richelieu you have to pay for because it's a premium. Vanguard I also believe is a premium. Iowa is a free ship. Yamato is a free ship, but it is what it is. Unique titles and portraits. Another section about where they're going to be doing another collection book. We're introducing special titles and exclusive collection book and pages and upcoming events. Upcoming events, I always want to know about upcoming events and everything like that. But basically what they're trying to do is push for more individuality in the game, for making your profile look a little different, because not everybody's going to collect everything in the game. So you want to stand out a little bit for collecting stuff in the game, which I'm totally down for and everything like that, as long as it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. And 3 generations of my offspring in order to pay for it, basically, I'm not totally down for that, but if it's free and you're already collecting the stuff anyway, and it benefits you from doing it, yeah, okay, cool. But if it's something I have to go out of my way for, or spend money or in-game gold or currency in any way, shape, or form to obtain this, I'm going to be a little upset with that, me personally, because I already spent enough in the game with monthly subscriptions, Battle Pass, or the Blitz Pass, paying for ships out of their random loot boxes that I'm already paying for, that have a low drop rate, and then you're going to probably make me pay for this collection book as well. Yeah, no, I'm already at my limit of how much I'm going to spend for in the game, right? The one cool feature that they are doing is that they're doing an anti-aircraft range being displayed on the minimap. Players can now view any aircraft range directly on the minimap. Yes, I'm absolutely about this, 100%. Please note that the anti-aircraft defense range indicator can be turned off in the setting. Additionally, the range is only visible if there are enemy planes in the match. Yes, but I bet you anything is going to be bugged for the first 3 patches. Probably somewhere along the lines is going to get screwed up somewhere. Not saying that the developers are bad people, but there's probably going to be a bug in it somehow, some way, in some other form or fashion that probably will have to be dealt with at some point in time. I hope it actually comes out working properly, and I would probably have to eat my own hat if that was the case. But hey, I'd rather be pessimistic at first and then be pleasantly surprised afterwards than just being like, "Oh wow, why did that hit me funny?" You know what I mean by this. So they got a new commander skill called Naval Build, which basically gets you additional XP and silver from the battle. They're introducing a new Blitz Squad member. Her name is going to be Fleur, and she's going to take over the ship called Toulon, from what I can read from the description. Making that short, sweet, and simple because all the extra informational is just extra information that we just really don't want to read right now. The Undefeatable's coming, Queen Mary's coming, Tiger's coming, Renown's coming, and Rook is coming as additional tech tree ships in 6.3. Also along with Hawk, Duncan, and St. Vincent. You got some new premium ships coming as well. You got the Miokian, the FR-25. You also got Anhalt, Vallejo, Z-42, Sevastopol, Black Fuso, and Black Vitro Veneto. Oh, yes. We got some space camels coming out. Oh, but yes. You know how I like my space camels. And of course, naturally, the other premium ships that I mentioned are all going to come with a special camouflage as well. Epic Commanders, Don Fisher with Generalist and Naval Bill. Lagavalier is going to come in with High Alert Survivalist. Lorenzo Barberi is swift as the wind and high-loading gun propellant charge. That'll be interesting exactly what the stats are. Fleur is going to come in with engine overload and adrenaline rush. French Commander Lay is going to come with Daredevil and Master Reloader as a plus. Hildegard is going to be a survivalist and close quarter combat expert. Here's one thing that everybody's going to be really happy with. The premium and weekly monthly subscriptions have been revamped. Oh, I love this. It was so hard for me to say it because it's so exciting. All players with active monthly subscriptions will receive the missing items from the new content by mail. So that means if you miss something, they're going to send it to you, which is awesome. Also, ranked adjustments. Players ranked first, second, and third will no longer be penalized and losing rank points upon a loss in a battle. So this was desperately needed. If you were on the losing team and you have to be the top 3 guys, you kind of got penalized like everybody else, but they made an adjustment. Awesome. The one thing they really didn't get into, and they just kind of made it kind of a quick, like, bug fix on the low, which kind of got me kind of questioning what they mean by this. You know, smoke VFX, which is visual effects, / interaction reviewed and adjustments made. No details on what that was. What was that review and what were the adjustments? So they probably did something. All right, so here comes ship balancing, everybody's favorite part of the video. Oh, but yes. Eikaizuki getting a buff. Kitakaze getting a buff. Hirogamo getting a buff. ZF40 or ZF6 getting a buff. Okay. Schultz getting a buff. Eden Elbing getting a buff. Regalo getting a buff. Marcel nerfed. Okay. Except for the gun reload time, it's going to be actually getting buffed. Buffed, yeah, right? Yeah, it fooled you guys. Yeah, it's getting buffed. Sean Pawn, however, getting a nerf bat and yeah, getting a little bit of a nerf and a little bit of a buff. Actually, it's just nerf all the way around. Harbon, nerf. Just know it's getting nerfed. A whole lot of it's getting nerfed. Just nerf. Xizong getting nerfed. Jinin getting nerfed. Yeah, that one needed a nerfing. Nagamov getting buffed. And San Diego getting buffed. Okay, so that's what's going on with the buff ship balancing. All that was about it in this documentation of 7 pages for update 6.3, which is actually a pretty lengthy one, considering that it's like normally like 4 or 5 pages, but 7 pages is actually pretty dang nice. Nice knowing. Though not a lot of bug fixes this one, other than this one little minor one sentence right there. That was it. One sentence. Yeah. That's cool. That could have used a little bit more detail, in my personal opinion, because I just want to know what that adjustments were. What do you mean reviewed an adjustment? That didn't tell me what you did. You just kept that as a secret mechanic, I think. Is that a secret mechanic skill that we're not supposed to know about? How that's supposed to work? Why don't you tell us? If you're going to make it the point to say something about it, tell us what you did. Don't make it just a one-liner and call it good. This type of stuff drives me nuts. You know, you tell me something, it's like a review and adjustments are made. That means you're being very vague about what you did. I don't like vague. You're trying to be upfront and honest and tell us what's going on, and you tell me VF or visual effects interactions reviewed and adjustments are made. Can you give me a little bit more detail so it's a little bit more clear? That's where I'm at with it. Other than that, it's a well written update. You know, other than a few grammatical errors here and there, but that's just me nitpicking at everything. But overall, it was well written. I think there's a lot of good stuff that's happening, except for I think it's more towards like glorification of the collections and getting individuality going on in this update with the portrait frames and portraits that they're introducing and getting personal titles and getting certain commanders to show like a certain status, I guess. They want to show a little bit of regalia. I don't know. But I think that's kind of cool, and at the same time, it could be kind of detrimental if not executed properly. So I want to see how that works. One of my biggest things, though, that I'm really enjoying about this update is anti-aircraft range being displayed on the minimap. I'm down for that. Naval Bill, yeah, we've already got plenty enough stuff in the game to give us extra XP and silver. I don't think this was really a super needed skill to come in there. Of course, having more commanders is always a good thing. You know, the more commanders, the more ships we can have captained, in my personal opinion. Though, I do like the fact that they are bringing in the tech line edition for battleships in the UK line. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Let's do it. The premiums, I'm going to have to wait to see what they are when they hit. Anhalt should be pretty kind of crazy. 15 main battery guns and 700 millimeter torpedo launchers. That's going to be a brawler ship for sure. I'm sure those 700 millimeter torpedoes have got an extra short range too. I bet you anything. We'll have to wait until that comes out. Vallejo, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an interesting cruiser, being a Rochester class, but they got to come out with something that's, you know, going to be a step up from what that is, right? Z-42, we see it as the 1936B destroyer project. That's all we got. 105 millimeter main gun mounts with twin. So it's probably going to be a gunboat with a little bit of anti-aircraft armament and no torpedoes. Yay. Sevastopol, we'll have to see what that comes out when it looks like. Black Fusa, we know it. And Black Vitro Veneto should be pretty interesting all the way around. So I think this is a good update, guys. I really do think. It's going to be pretty good, except for the one bug fix, I guess, they reviewed and adjusted. And that's all the information that we got on. I think it was a pretty good update. I think it's going to be a good update. I don't know. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys think of this update. Until the next video, guys, don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and you turn that bell to all to catch all that we do for World of Warships. Let's also check out the link in the description and catch our live streams on Facebook and all the platforms that we produce content on. Until the next video, guys, have a great day, and if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Oh, but yes.